Hello. Are we on episode 13 or something? I think so. It's Friday and we are on episode 13. Alright. Let's fucking go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Skipping frames, what the fuck? Stop that. Right now. I'm just doing this so I can see how bad it is. 2.6%. Okay, it's going down. Right. Rest. Rest. It's time to rest. Right. Right as fuck.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry.
My belly's just fat.
Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
We can't run, by the way.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt?
What a beautiful tree, though.
Sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
So you say. What a pretty fucking tree, dude. I wish I had a spot like that. Like a big ass tree, like that old tree. You just hide away from everyone.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other.
I do
to
though,
drop.
but not a tree like
And
that.
let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
Okay.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour.
Oh, I'm a deep
Well,
sleeper.
I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Oh. Why kill you? There are ways. You're not the usual victim. Now, settle down.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona.
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn
She from
death threat in
Texas?
my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Sword.
Now that
The
is
cross?
interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and
Nah.
honest, this has got me shook up, detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabien take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Go home, bake yourself an apple pie and relax a little bit. Alright. There we have it. The Cross of St. James. A decorative metal cross, weathered with a sharp point at one end. That shape was sometimes called the Cross of St. James. I'd seen it in the 2020s at Pandora's death. But also back in the old days, each time at a murder scene. And she found one of those. In her purse or whatever. Alright, Verona. A young woman who'd been threatened by a killer. Or thought she had been. The mysterious killer. Yeah. We can read it all again, I think. The killer first surfaced in the 1920s, where they had taken out a cigarette girl, Marla, in the back of the Macomb bar. Macomb bar? Fuck. In 2024, Pandora had been killed in a very similar way. At both scenes, they left a metal cross of St. James. This was all feeling familiar. When Verona approached me with another metal cross and a death threat, I knew we were on to a serial killer who seemed to be back in business after 100 years. In the 1920s, the evidence was clear. Rebar threw the body and the head torn off. The killer had set up Marla's death scene during daylight hours, so he had to be a mortal. The evidence was the killer was mortal, so that supported the Santiago theory. Gideon Hall. My sire. He's got the skill of lifting surface thoughts from the mind of others, which can be a mite uncanny. I've inherited a little of it, but he was a master. Yeah. Blood Sisters, the night out. A dame called Verona was giving me an earful one evening. She'd been sent to my door by the beat cops, who figured a problem should land on me. She'd had a death threat letter, another cross of St. James, and one heck of an attitude. I figured I had to follow it up. It had to be linked to the other killings. Verona had been on a night out. I figured a malicious missive had been slipped into her purse somewhere along the route. What's new here, though? Oh, let's just fucking read it. My memory is bad, so why not? Another killing, eerily similar to Pandora's. Another mortal corpse in the back room of the Macon. I hate that fucking name. But this one was a memory, something which happened to me back in the 1920s. One of my very first cases for the Camarilla. Marla was dead to begin with, pierced by rebar and her head torn off. Not a great evening for anyone. Matter of fact, she'd been offed and carefully laid out at Macomb during the daylight hours, according to Fletcher. I saw no reason to doubt him, so our killer was a mortal. Marla had been Rosalind's ghoul. So, eyes and ears in the Macomb for one of the princes. Not surprising, but it made me think that it was a message being sent. So the only thing new here is probably in hindsight, it's as if someone was mocking me with Pandora's death, setting me up to remember poor Marla. Leeds. Where was Verona last night? She had a night out with the girls. So where had she been? Where had she been? God. Who sent a death threat to Verona? Someone's scared the lady witless with a death threat. Whoever they are, they've included a trinket with a nasty little note. The cross of St. James.
Now this was familiar.
Yeah. Insights, that was one. There we go. Oh shit. Oh, it's the ladder. Jesus. Oh, from objects, fuck's sake.
Hello there, my little parchment pal.
You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Okay, we're doing this. You're a little marked up. Nice lettering. That's an interesting aroma. Nice lettering.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy.
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around.
Sounds a
And
little
you
bit
see,
like Jack.
I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Of course.
Doesn't it sound a bit like, the letter sounds a bit like Jack from RE7? Welcome to the family, Ethan. That's an interesting aroma.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
You do now, do you? You're a little marked up.
Good quality paper. I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully.
Harbinger of
But
doom.
then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
Cross of St. James. Dora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out.
Good talk.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The Rebar Killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
Yeah. Blood Sisters, the night out. Question Verona about her hangouts. The death threat is direct and kind of fancy, and also smells of stale beer. A dame called Verona, blah blah blah, the letter didn't give me much. She'd had a death threat letter, another cross of St. James, and one heck of an attitude. I figured I had to follow it up. It had to be linked to the other killings. The letter didn't give me much, fancy writing, but crumpled and smelling of stale beer. Verona had been on a night out. I figured a malicious missive had been slipped into her purse somewhere along the route. I read this. Hard evidence. Yeah. Elegant font and layout. Smells slightly of stale beer. You have spent your lifetime in unworthy pursuits with those who sin against nature. Your actions have earned you punishment. Make your peace. This is your last night on Earth. Huh. Your last night on Earth. Rebar forced into the ground and used by the killer to impale his victim. The signature move of the vampire hunter called by us Santiago, but known to the mortal world as the Rebar Killer, for obvious reasons. Santiago. This has been at all of our crime scenes. I guess the availability of building materials hadn't changed too much in 100 years. This at a murder scene was the signature of the vampire hunter Santiago, known as the Rebar Killer. Vampire hunter. Fudge. I knew we were on to a serial killer who seemed to be back in business after 100 years. In the 20s, the evidence was clear. Rebar threw the body and had torn off. The killer had set up Marla's death scene during daylight hours and so had to be mortal. In the 1920s, it was all rumored to be the work of a vampire called Santiago. Vampire hunter called Santiago, I'm tired. The signature move was leaving that metal cross, called either the cross or the sword of St. James. The evidence was the killer was mortal, so that supported the Santiago theory. Yeah.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the criminals, of course. The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Yeah. I just thought we could pick this shit up first, but... What the fuck is that, though? She's in the interrogation room. Where's the fucking evidence thingy? Hey, Lemon!
How's life in the tank, Frank?
So good, Fabien.
Fabien!
Hey, come closer for a moment.
I'm food for you, Fabien.
He knows.
I knew you were a man of taste. Take care, Blair.
Take care, Blair.
Hi, Mr. Fry.
What the fuck is the police records?
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference. Wasn't gonna speak to me.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
D.B. Cooper? The rebar killer?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so
What was the other
thoroughly
one
this
still?
early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something.
Okay.
Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you.
Oh.
Oh, sure. There are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been listed. Frankly, I feel violated.
You feel violated? What have you got on the killer without the case
What
file?
have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf War, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh?
Oh. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew.
Anything that screams being Illuminati.
Anything that screams being Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery.
Anything you want the ghost fairies? Whatever that is.
The ghost fairies?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound.
What the fuck?
Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
Canada.
I guess he got something right.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Oh, detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
I wondered if Verona had remembered.
Fuck. Why is he just talking when we're in here, though?
I didn't see the need.
No. Neither did I. I did, kind of, but... Well, let's go and talk to Verona then. I guess. Took the long route.
I didn't think that was worth the effort.
No.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter.
You were in a bar.
From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
The same friends who watch your purse.
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who
I should have
let a
warned, although.
stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Free coffee.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind.
Which bars did you visit?
Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective?
Tens of
Do I look
dissolution.
like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later.
Macomb.
We heard it's real
I
exclusive.
gotta learn that.
Like they don't even
Macomb.
have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona. I figured I needed my strength for other things.
Where's my little, where's the fucking cells?
What's the word, Wilbur?
Sing a lullaby.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice. Give me a moment. There's something about your neck I need to check out.
Yes, make another whole list. A head home with a little kiss.
Little kiss.
Well, thank you. You won't miss it. Farewell, Marcel.
Lemonade,
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 mas. There's a lot of blood in this one. I don't know if there's any point in trying this.
Nope, had nothing to say.
You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. I'm leaving you now. Make sure not to be murdered when I get back.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Any hot gossip?
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
Oh no.
Stay safe, George.
Don't freeze.
Okay.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of. I needed to take a look at my options, figure out where to go first on my mental map of Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, show. Okay.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
My boss, huh?
Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there. Verona said she'd been to the Glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her.
Can we go to all of them?
Verona said she'd been to the Glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail.
Let's try the Glacier then. I don't know if I can follow all the leads or not. I don't think this won't break the Masquerade, right?
Try to get home.
The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. Not the best converse, the great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment. Neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
I've exhausted a lead. Did you hear what they were talking about?
Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir.
Come on.
That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood.
Anything strike you as fishy?
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
I might want to try to do something more here, but... They remembered her and threw her out sometime after midnight. She told me though where she had been first, so maybe I should have gone in that order.
Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas.
Fucking months, man.
Always liked a big party back in the day.
She did.
The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. Wasn't gonna speak to me. That rag was best used to light fires, both literally and figuratively.
What the fuck would I get out of a newspaper? That was stupid of me. I think we're fucking done in here.
In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. Not the best conversationalist.
No?
I didn't see the need. I didn't think that would help.
Erase a memory, no, that's a bad idea. Alright. Should we just go to the Macon bar?
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and
The end is nigh, yet it is a gentle that will carry us to rapture.
I miss working from home.
I can't jump with this guy. Didn't know.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration.
All is well. Richard!
I figured I needed my strength for other things. Nope, had nothing to say.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
She never got in.
So she never even made it through the door?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory.
I can see that.
You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
You're just standing here, dude.
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
So, we won't get anything else there, I guess. Glacier stuff, remember her, and threw her out, yeah. Well,
Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
let's try that one too before we go to the one where shit happens, I guess.
I know you struggle. I know you hurt. I know you are in pain.
I need to find a better spot. Bad night to our heels.
Hole in the wall. Hammond Farms? Richard. They got weed. Organic, local.
Wasn't gonna a few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe.
Crowded.
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. Nope, I had nothing to say. I didn't think that was worth the effort. Someone had a good night, unless they were playing hearts. Not the best conversationalist. Wasn't gonna speak to me. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. Not the best. I wouldn't want to have to clean this place.
Quick rides. Smoke machine. I haven't seen a smoke machine in fucking 20 years. What's up?
I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brew in.
right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. That was a mess.
So what happened?
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close.
Oh,
The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Get what you need, I have people to serve here.
I don't see a line.
You know, for evidence.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
The pool table?
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me,
Yeah.
Pockets, you see anything last night? Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, detective.
There was a guy. Spent some time around you.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything? Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact.
Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears then.
Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets. Oh, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful. And the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete.
Whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but... Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site.
Oh yeah.
Which one? Oh, now wait.
I was about to say
I'll
that.
lay odds it was the Western reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging. I'd say don't get into any fistfights, detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
New leads added.
I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types.
Yeah, I guess we're going there.
I headed down to the...
Tracked that down to the Macom, where clues led me to the Western construction site. Death threat deliverer. Whoever had snuck a death threat into Verona's purse, they were something to do with the Western construction site, or I'd eat my boots. Yeah. The bartender at the hole in the wall said Verona had been creeped on by some guy. I'm betting that's our letter giver. Seems like Verona's stalker has been hanging around the construction site. I might have ADHD, I don't know. I'm easily distracted by everything. Ghost! Fuck, I don't have any more,
I
shit.
headed down to the old Western Corps headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsafe.
Thirsty.
Anyone?
You know how it is.
Spare $1?
I wish I could. There's so many.
I know you're busy, but not too busy for me, I hope?
Are you hurting, Detective? You need my help?
Oh no. I can't fucking do this.
I'd appreciate a soothing balm.
Shh, Fabien. I'll take the pain away.
How? Do you know?
Well, you have certainly healed me. This city needs your caring, Carla. Stay the course.
Come to me if you're hurt. I'll make it all better.
Well, fuck me. Okay. What the hell? Carla? That's why paramedic, that's why I didn't want to suck her, dude. Paramedics are nice people. She had been a paramedic until someone or something fried her brain. She still managed to hang onto vaccine supplies somehow, and made sure that the dropouts of Seattle were provided for, as much as she could. She was someone who didn't mind me dropping in for a bite to eat. Well, fuck me. I thought this was going to be a hassle. Bye, Carl. See ya. I got a cement blender or whatever to talk to.
I hope Mom doesn't.
I don't know if it works though. Probably not.
Wasn't gonna speak to me.
Of course it wasn't.
I didn't think that was worth the... There was that same scent of concrete pockets I talked about.
Mm-hmm. You've been here before. What's happening here?
Nope, had nothing. I figured I needed my
In the
strength for other
snow?
things. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move.
What the fuck? What are we... What's happening here then? What? What's going on?
Not the best conversationalist. I didn't see the need.
What the fuck is here then? Just leads the way. Something, I guess, then. Guess so.
Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. That's usually how it works, dude. What the fuck?
The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower.
Oh, looky here. We got a photo of Verona, dude. Found in a ghoul's makeshift home. The photo is creased and slightly damaged. It looks like it has been taken from some distance without the subject's knowledge.
So our stalker had a picture of Verona.
Yeah.
People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but, let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful.
Do you have any pictures?
Any pictures you want to show me?
What are you suggesting, detective?
Well, I don't know. Snaps taken by a miscreant?
All I have is a blurry image of a thumb. The wrong button was selected, perhaps?
A significant thumb?
It does still seem to be attached to a hand.
Given there's a national average of a bit less than 2, that does not narrow it down.
Voicemail?
Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Haha. Leaving that aside, detectives, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
David.
Guess David is a rebel.
David didn't delete the message.
I feel...
Oh, you wanna play Snake? What's up?
What's up?
Oh, hold me, detective.
He's dying. No! No!
Oh, dead. Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere.
That's the dumbest shit. Didn't know. Oh well. Funny. The cell phone. Found in Agul's Haven. It is an older model of Scandinavian make. Nokia. Rugged and long-lasting, however its battery is now dead. Before it died, it played back a distorted voice message, giving orders to the guy who delivered the message to Verona, telling him to give her the message and not be seen. Oh. There's so much sneezing going on today. That's David, the Gold Courier. Whoever had snuck a death threat into Verona's purse, they were something to do with the Western reconstruction site already at my boots. We read this. His name was David and he had been given instructions by a mysterious boss on a cell phone. The mysterious boss being, presumably, the rebar killer. Yeah. A voice on his cell phone must be his boss, but I didn't recognize it. Alright. So then we're heading to the Dutchman.
I went down
then.
to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
Is there another way out of this place? Mm-hmm. We need to feed though. Should have gone to Carla, but maybe we have more more people around there that likes to be sucked on.
Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
He knows everyone.
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Could I partake?
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
It's the act, friend Fabien, that makes a relationship real.
So act.
So act.
We're drinking all kinds of stuff tonight.
That's better
by a country mile.
Yums, yums.
I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man. Just find your purpose.
Right.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my...
Yeah, we heard that shit. Guru. He was a chill-out kind of guy. He'd spread his message of peace out to some of the rowdier elements of the streets. Most folk seemed to appreciate his calming presence. He'd share a drink with me every so often. Right. Nothing like a good drinking buddy. Yeah. 56 minutes. Fuck, do we have to end this one? I need a fucking quick save. The Dutchman. Oh, look! I like that. Please save. My kind of place. My kind of place. I like this. Is this just the way out? Yeah, back alley. God, I wish I could save though. I like the music.
Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar. The white one and the red.
That was actually a pretty fucking cool song. Is she making drinks? Just cleaning the glass, I think. Benny.
Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It had better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
No reflection. But I'm also a vampire. No fucking way.
Wasn't gonna speak to me. I figured I needed my strength for other things. No show tonight. Well, what Silky called the show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting.
It's good, dude. You're just not a man of culture. That's an alligator. What the fuck?
Not the best conversation.
No. I guess not. So nothing in this room?
Huh. Someone must have smuggled this in. Nope.
Penny for thoughts.
Nothing to say.
Dude, I want to bat like that. We're going to talk to this 2, and then we're ending this one. I just want to see if there's anything else that's not important. In what game have I seen this before? Alan Wake? I don't know, let's talk to this guy first.
Fabien, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
You had a bad apple in your ball last night. I wanted to take this, but I'm gonna try this, the bad apple.
Not a social call, Silky. You had someone here last night. Dangerous. Keeping tabs on a girl.
Fabien, I'd be disappointed if I didn't have a dangerous person in my bar. Why, I can count 2 right here, right now. Listen, my friend. You know the rules.
What?
All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders?
No.
Or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
I think there's a hunter. Should I tell him that? He won't believe me, but I'm going to try it though.
I think there may be a hunter out there.
This girl Kindred?
No, but...
Then I don't see the problem.
Fuck!
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Is the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
I've hit a wall, that's typical. That's me.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, detective? You got something for me, right?
Well, can I still give him the picture? I found this in a ghoul's haven.
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble.
See, listen to me.
Here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you.
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
Socrates.
I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
So should I talk to Benny or should we just go?
I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth.
Oh, okay, I had to choose one of them. And we chose Silky. Silky was a leather-clad hulk who kept the Dutchman bar neutral. It was his place, and he wouldn't tolerate violence, which was interesting for a Bruja. He was the solid rock of the sort you'd want on your side if you ever had to visit a hard place. Yeah, looks like he looked like it, dude. Verona had been flashing a stack of money in Silky's bar. She gave him a pawn ticket, claimed not to need it anymore. He passed it on to me out of the goodness of his heart. And the pawn ticket. Apparently Verona left it in the Dutchman. She said she pawned something she didn't need anymore. I got the name of Aurora Pawn printed on it. Nico's place. So we gotta go to Nico. The bartender at the hole in the wall said Verona had been creepy guy. Yep. Fuck the music, man. We can still fucking talk to him. Fuck, I gotta end the episode though. I think we're going to talk to him on the next one. I'll decide while I go pee-pee. Anyways, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and all of that stuff, dude. Yeah. Take care of yourself and have a good one, okay? Until we meet again.